Chapter 1054. I'm going to give you one last chance. Are you going to hand it over or not? Tavor asked loudly. Jude remained fearless in the face of the threat, shouting back, "How foolish of you to go after what rightfully belongs to our family. Let's see how cocky you can be when you're dead." Sander raised the long sword he was holding, swinging it down at Jude and the others. The rest of the Cook family members got a fright. Just then, a calm voice piped up. "That's some attitude to have in someone else's house, if you ask me." Wilbur emerged from the back slowly, glancing at the three Cookville Jays. Sander put down his sword slowly, looking at Wilbur. "Who are you?" Jude turned to bow as Wilbur swaggered over to take his seat. "The name's Wilbur Penn. I'm the new envoy to the Cook family. You can direct whatever problems you have to me." The Cookville Jay exchanged a glance with each other, and Tavor said coldly, "No wonder you were so cocky. You found a family envoy. They just don't want to keep paying you some stupid protection fee. What's wrong with that?" Wilbur said, eyeing them mockingly. Warren flew into a rage at once. "It's not a protection fee. It's an envoy fee. You can't tell me the Cooks aren't paying you anything to be their envoy, can you?" "They are, but I'm paid to actually help the Cooks if they run into trouble, which, from what I've heard, you haven't been doing," Wilbur said with a chuckle. Those words seemed to hit a sore spot for the three men, and they flared up in rage at once, pointing their weapons at Wilbur. Sanders shouted, "Very well. We'd like to see just how you hold up against the three Cookville Jays for you to become the new Cook family envoy. I gotta say, you've got some nerve to be challenging me as three ambience-level fools," Wilbur said, shaking his head. Those words thoroughly angered the three men. Sanders shouted, "Let's get his bastard first. We'll deal with the Cooks after we're done here." All three men surged with terrifying spirit energy, and fierce winds began to kick up in the living room, which made everyone suffocate. "Sir, please just apologize to them. Are you trying to get us killed?" someone shouted. Yet Jude was deaf to the cries, merely staring at the three Jays coldly. The next second, all three of them had swung their swords at Wilbur. Fierce winds kicked up in the room, rampant spirit energy surging out and causing the rest of the Cook family to turn pale. Yet Wilbur merely smiled before launching an attack of his own. A crescent hue of light shot out, spinning towards the three men. Sounds of three dull collisions could be heard, followed by the Jays each letting out a low groan. The three Cookville Jays were cut down at the waist at the same time. They were still raising their swords when they felt their spiritual energy disappear all at once, followed by a blurring of their consciousness. The next second, their torsos slid off the bottom halves of their bodies. None of them could believe it. How had they been killed just like that? Who was this man? And how had he been able to do such a thing? Before they could think any further, however, their consciousness had completely faded as they lay on the ground completely lifeless. Blood pooled around the three bodies, slowly spreading further and further. The rest of the Cook family were in complete shock. They stared at the three Cookville Jays' corpses for a long time, before turning to look at Wilbur in terror. The three Jays had been the most powerful people in all of Cookville, and no one dared to mess with them. Yet now they had just been cut down in just a single attack, all at the same time. That was something else. Jude got up then, turning to bow to Wilbur. "Thank you, sir, for eliminating one of the clan's biggest pains. To tell the truth, no businessman in Cookville liked the three Cookville Jays. All they were good for was draining everyone's money without putting out any work, all the while leeching off all parties at the same time. The Cookville Jays had been a huge problem for everyone for a long time, and their deaths would be good news for other businessmen in Cookville as well." Wilbur merely smiled. "I don't really care about other people. I'm only an envoy to the Cook family, so of course I'd have to help you."